Well, hello, Coffee Time friends. How y'all doing? We're having pork chops and applesauce. Not applesauce, really, but you all remember when Peter said that on the Brady Bunch? We like apples with our pork chops. We also like mashed potatoes and pork and beans. I have prepared the pork and beans my very own self. Open that can right up and dump them in this Tupperware storage container. So if we don't eat them all, we'll just throw them in the refrigerator. Got the pork chops over here. Normally we just put salt and pepper on them. Tonight they got heavy pepper and they got a little taste of Mama's salt, and it's Benson's Table Tasty. So that's our new recipe for our pork chops. Mama has got some mashed potatoes that we were left over. So I put them in a kettle, and I added just a little bit of instant potato flakes, which are real potatoes too. And I stirred them up, and they're over there ready for eating. They'll taste delicious. And the pork chops, as you hear, are well on their way to being fried. This seems to be good and hot. Now, I know people will tell you, don't crowd your pan. As you can see, I am a big subscriber to that theory. I've always heard that, but I've always crowded my pan. I'll put as many as I can get in there. Always have. I can't go and change now. But if you want to do differently, you do differently. Those are going to fry on that side. I'm going to flip them over and let them fry on the other side. Pork chops don't take forever to fry. Now, Mama used to over fry her pork, but she don't now. She's gotten much better about that. Mom, what are you doing?
Tapping strawberries.
I think we get a little bread tonight. We're going to have a little French bread. I love that French bread. I bought a big old loaf of it. So, I'm ready for it. We'll just fix a piece or two. Are you going to just eat it plain, or are you going to put it in the oven?
I think I'm going to eat mine plain. It's just tougher.
With pork chop? We might do that. You know what? This gets hot when it's on. And it makes your handle hot. Shake these down a little bit. Alright, says, hi John and Mama. Yes, I always think about Peter and the Brady Bunch when I make pork chops and applesauce. Anita, I do too. Mama said, what do you want to have us? Let's have pork chops. She said, and apples. She finished my sentence. How is that she can finish my sentences? I guess when you've known somebody a while, you can do that. We're not having applesauce. We're having cooked apples. Mama cooked just the other day from raw apples right out of our bowl here on the counter. We don't let apples go to waste. I always buy bags of apples. If I want 2 flavors, I'll go ahead and buy them, knowing good and well we ain't going to eat them. But that's fine, because if we don't eat them, we peel them and we freeze them. And we always have a good variety of apples in the freezer. Mama, show them what you're doing over there.
I'm just capping
Do
strawberries.
you see a little woman in there? Captain Strawberry?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I'm about through.
You about through?
Yeah. I'm going to wash them in some salt water and then rinse them real good and mash them up for a cake.
Here's the apples.
I might have put a little heavy cinnamon on them. They look a little darker.
You have to add a
I'm
little
guilty. I'm guilty of that sometimes.
That's all right, Mama. You did a good job of it.
Cinnamon's good for you, though.
Cinnamon actually is good for you.
Oh Lord, these pork chops are getting away over here.
Getting away. Are they
They're
running up?
popping like crazy. And that's my last strawberry.
Yeah, I smell strawberries and pork chops. It's a strange combo, but it's actually smelling pretty good.
Smelling good.
Let's see how far they've gotten away. Smells like pork chops to me.
Yeah.
Mama left y'all.
Yeah, I have to get me some salt.
Not much salt.
I'm washing it with the butters out. I'll rinse it with the salt off on it. 'Cause I want it sweet.
You want them sweet.
Let them sit this salt water just for a little bit.
You want a little vinegar?
And I've got salt in here.
Mama don't trust the vinegar process yet. That's one of those that'll take her a while to get used to. But I like the vinegar.
Mix them around. Just let them sit there a little bit.
We've got good mileage out of our strawberries. We've made 9 pints of preserves. We've ate on them. We've ate twice crushed. And now we've got a yellow cake in the oven. And she's going to have some crushed strawberries on that as well. And it's not even summer yet. We're just now getting into the end of this month where you can start planting really more closer to the middle of April. My aunt and uncle's already planted potatoes, Mama, and
Onions, if I know it.
potatoes and onions that she knows of. The pork chops are well on their way. And we'll be eating before we know it. So what are y'all up to? Hey, John and Mama from Thorsby, Alabama. Thorsby, Alabama. God bless, Nancy says. How much longer does Mama have to wear her friends? We don't know yet. We've not heard. We heard sometime in the middle of this month. They'll send us on my chart. We'll get an appointment. We'll confirm it, and then we'll know. But it's probably in the middle of this month. Do you roll your chops in flour before frying them? Sometimes, Kathy. Sometimes I will, depending on what I'm going to do. If I'm going to do pork chops in brown gravy, I used to put a little flour on them. Our traditional, I always have done pork chops, just salt, pepper, fry. And that's it. Not too exciting. I am going to put a little bit of y'all's that we like to use, but I didn't put it on at the beginning. But I do put a little ranch on them sometimes. Oh, mercy. I don't know how it happens. I'll have...
That's nobody messes with them but you.
I don't know, Mama. Somebody comes in while we're gone, evidently. Because I can never, ever simply pick up a spice. That's one reason I put them in the store separate. But guess what? It didn't take. Well, there ain't no y'alls over here.
Yeah, there's tons of it.
There ain't no Southern Secret. Woo!
Maybe you're out.
No, I found some. I like the Southern Secret on one side at least. Even if we do just do salt and pepper. But since we've done less salt, this has got a little salt in it, so it does help the flavor it that way. But I do put Southern Secret onion and garlic. Now, that's not the norm for us. But ever since we've had Southern Secret, we do put a little splash on them. And we like it. You wouldn't really think about putting the garlic. But this makes it top notch. And I am going to take the opportunity and sprinkle a little bit of the ranch. Just to give it that ranch. As I say every time, ranch is a dressing, but it's also a seasoning.
You see what the salt brings off of those strawberries?
Don't forget, here's the dirty water from the strawberries. So you people are just going to the store and eating your berries and not washing them. You're missing. You're getting some extra.
And I've got them in a colander, and I'm going to...
Here, Mama. They're in the colander and they'll get rinsed about 2 minutes anyway.
That's good.
The vinegar will often look the same way. Now, a lot of that's not dirt. Some of that's seeds. But, yeah, they've been in the field for months and picked with hands. I always roll mine in flour with garlic and onion powder. Gloria Drummond, that's good. That's a good way to do them. We don't always fix them the same way, though. Our pork chops, I'm sure y'all have seen on here where we do different things. Sometimes I put them in there with salt and pepper, and then I put them in a bath of barbecue sauce and have barbecue pork chops. Hey, John and Mama, love your cooking. Have a wonderful day. Well, thank you, Carl. From Heath, Ohio, pork chops are my brother's favorite. I fry him some for his birthday. I just try them without flour, just salt and pepper. That's the way we like them. Happy birthday. Who's had a birthday? Gracie, I don't know who's had a birthday, but happy birthday. Yes, and Ranch. Hello, John and Mama. Hello, Miss Brenda. Good evening, John and Mama. Having pork steak, baked beans, and baked potatoes. That all sounds good. Ooh, those berries were dirty. They were, Terry. Hello from Meridian, Missouri. Thank you all so much. Hey, David. A little extra meat, laugh out loud. I don't know where that was. The pork chops have some. Please pray for me and get a kidney transplant. Or Rosario will be praying for you. What, Mama? Maybe. Yeah, we'll have extra. What's that for? Okay. Let's turn that over and get that side that didn't get too good a while ago. Fry. Y'all seen us using this the other night. This is the Supersonic Chopper. This is the first version. We've had it for 4 years. Still as sharp as it can be. And I'm going to do these berries while Mama is standing there. Look at that one. These are good and clean now, folks. Good and clean. Now, you have to batch these because they'll get too bulky around the blade and then your string won't pull. But once you get a few of them done, don't complete it. Go ahead and add you some more in there. And it'll take a few more. I like that part. That one right there's got my name on it. We like to leave them a little chunky when we're doing them for cake. Folks, this little thing here takes all the work out of it, and there's minimal cleanup. Basically, you put it in the dishwater and bring it out, and it's clean. And there's your berries ready for cake. You want to leave a few of these whole for... That's plenty for cake. Yes, ma'am. Don't get cut on that mess. We don't want to lose the berry. Too precious. I would have got more berries. We got a whole flat, and we would have had to make more preserves because they don't last. Once they start turning, they ain't long away. I will say this, the first day we got them, they were too tart. We had to let them rest a day or two. So when you get your berries, don't think you got to just process them that day. Wait till they're at their point of ripeness before you try it. You want it to be there. You don't want to waste those berries. Because when you chop them up, that's it. That's what you're going to get. I gotta hold this handle. Good old pork chops. Made a bunch. Made a bunch. So what are y'all having for supper? See if y'all can tempt me into something later on this week. Let's point this way. Hi, you two. Well, hey, Cindy, how are you? Please pray for me. You're having a kidney transplant. Rosario, we will be praying for you. Hey, John and Mama, so glad to catch you live. Hope you have had a good day. Mississippi has had a nice weather day. We have had a great weather day today, Martha. Been very pretty, very spring-like. It's 7:34. It's still daylight.
And
John, you look tired tonight. Thank you for noticing. Nobody ever notices when I'm tired and wore out. Mama,
you're jealous?
it's been Monday. The time change has got me a little tired.
I've seen on Facebook where a lot of people is saying it affected them a lot.
I woke up in the middle of the night for the past 2 nights and was awake in the middle of the night, go to sleep. Mama, what are you doing? Eating strawberries?
I'm gonna beat you up.
She's going to beat me up. And I go to sleep, go fast to sleep, sleep sound for an hour or two, and then I wake up and I'm like full of energy.
I don't know if I got them still
Try them again, see. Me try them. Well, you know it'd be hard for me to get too sweet. They're plenty sweet for me. Yeah, well, the cake, that'll sweeten them up.
Somebody sprinkle my food.
With what?
With your ranch or whatever.
I don't know who could have done that.
The fans loaded.
I don't know who that could have been.
I don't know who that could have been.
Any Hey Mama jokes tonight? Happy birthday, David. David is the birthday boy. Happy birthday, David. Hello from Pennsylvania. Hey, Brian. John and Mama love your show. Pork chop sounds delicious. We haven't had them in a while. It's been a minute. We got 6 pork chops in there. That's 3 meals at least for us. Now, we're picky. So, what'll happen tonight, before we put these up, we'll trim them off the bone. And then I might cut 1 pork chop up into 3 pieces. So, it may be 4 or 5 meals. If it's a breakfast, we may eat 2 pieces, but it really just be a half a pork chop.
I'm going to get way over here because that's what's talking.
And eat them for a while. We don't store anything on the bone. Pork chop steak, any of that gets trimmed out before we store it. Are y'all that way? Some people are, some people aren't. But Mama never did store anything on the bone. Did you, Mom?
No, I don't like it. Keep it on the bone. I don't guess it makes much difference.
It probably don't.
I feel like it does anyway.
That pork chop ain't gonna brown.
It's not getting the heat.
That one I've turned every time. He ain't never been brown on either side I've turned it.
Oh,
That one ain't been too brown, but this one's been really good. We'll temp these in a second. And then them two that ain't brown, they'll have to stay after school.
oh, you have to stay after school for a tutor, and I remember now.
They'll have to stay after school and finish their work. Because they ain't, nothing right there on top ain't done his work either. There's two in there still good, Mama. I like them crisp. I like them, I don't want them too crisp, but I want them brown.
I want them brown on the outside and juicy on the inside.
Pork chops baked in the oven. Donna, we do that sometime too. Hello from Arizona. These are being prepared in avocado oil.
You're supposed to say guacamole.
Guacamole oil, avocado oil. These are in avocado oil because the smoke point on avocado oil is higher. You don't want them burning or getting a taste. You want them to be just right. And that makes them...
We may have to take two out and fry them others.
Yeah. Tempt these two. They're brown and delicious looking. I think they got all the heat.
You think so?
Yeah. Well, somebody crowded this pan.
Yeah.
But I can't help it, folks. I'll say you don't need to crowd the pan. But I can't get myself talked into batching them. Cooking a few here and a few. I'd rather just cook them all a little bit and keep turning them, make them cook.
I don't know. That's just 160. Let's see if this looks like this. Which other one? This one?
Uh-huh.
This really does. But this one.
He's just been up there a minute. Here, this one's good. You can eat the one you're sure about.
I want this big brown one.
Yeah. You can have him.
Yeah.
Get you a plate and put him on it, and that'll make room for somebody else. So far, Mama's Ice Maker's done great, and she's loving it. Mama, you got a review for him?
It's wonderful.
It's wonderful.
I eat it all day long.
And it's always ready, ain't it, Mama?
Yeah.
Now, see here, folks, look at that. That's a perfect pork. That's a perfect chop. Mama will pretend like she's going to eat that, but she won't. She'll eat a good portion of it. Now look at that. That one's good too. So that makes room for the rest of these little boogers. And they'll fry up good. So I really feel accomplished tonight. I feel like I'm making supper, breakfast. We could barbecue them tomorrow night, make supper twice out of these. So when I can get one cooking and I can get several meals, I'm feeling pretty good about it. That's the reason sometimes we don't cook every night, because we've already cooked. We're already there. If you'll slide, we'll do this right here, number. We'll get this out of your way, but still let it cook. Still let it kick. We got too many things going on here. Mama opened up a bakery this week, and it's just like bakery.
Okay.
But we've talked about that, and we've discussed it. And I think she's come to the conclusion that maybe she'll hold off on the bakery items for a few days.
I have. I baked that pie last week.
Mama, we've had fudge, we've had chocolate pie.
That's been in 3 or 4 weeks' time.
No, Mama, there's the pie.
Well, it's gone.
Mama's mind is slipping when it comes to sweets. She can't remember that she's cooking sweets every day.
It's not been every day. You can ask them.
Oh, Mama, all I know is I can look around and I see remnants of sweet treats all over the kitchen.
That's not so.
You got to watch her. She'll tell you that, but she
Turning our
knows.
napkins around, I kind of got it wrinkled it out a little.
She knows she's oversweetened. Look at that guilty face. Look at it.
That's all right.
She feels better. And now she's, now look here, this is high fancy and high for real. She feels better, and now she's up cooking and baking and doing all that thing. But she's walking every day. She slipped out today. I didn't even know she was slipping this evening. And she got away tonight. Went up to the neighbors.
Oh, I didn't go to the neighbors. I just walked almost up there.
I said, when did you walk? You said, I just walked.